So this is Rare Replay. It just recently launched on August 4th, 2015 for $30 on the Xbox One. Included in the game are 30 classic games from Rare's past. Go ahead and first look at some of these games here that are included with it. There's a wide variety of older games and some newer ones, and you can see that it's has all the games here, and they are ordered by the release date by default. So we'll just go through all these and name them off in case you're curious of all the games that are on it. Jetpac, starting in 1983. Lunar Jetman. Atic Atac. Sabre Wulf. Underwurlde. Nightlore. Gunfright. Slalom. RC Pro-Am, which was one of my favorites on the NES. Cobra Triangle, Snake, Rattle, and Roll, Lunar Jetman, Digger T Rock, Battletoads, RC Pro-Am 2, Battletoads Arcade, Killer Instinct Gold, Blast Corps, Banjo-Kazooie, Force Gemini, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Tooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Cameo, Perfect Dark Zero, Viva Pinata, Jetpac Refueled, Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise, and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. So these are the games that are included in it. There's 30 of them. Some of these newer games here that were previously released on the Xbox 360 are running in backwards compatibility mode. The older games are running from the application itself. So let's look at one of these older games first here. And we'll check out RC Pro-Am, which is one of my favorites. So when you click on one of these games here, it will send you to this little starting screen here. And you can see some of the objectives that you can do in it. And they're called milestones in this game. And by playing the game normally, you'll unlock these milestones. In every game that's the non-Xbox backwards compatibility games have all these milestones for you to complete in them, which are basically achievements. Some of them are tied to achievements, and they're just little things for you to complete in the game, and by completing them all, you continue to unlock new content in Rare Replay as far as like bonus videos and such. So that's what you can do by playing the game normally. But there's also this very cool mode called Snapshots, and let's just bring this up here. And Snapshots are mini challenges to do for each game, and most of these games have 5 snapshots to do. The backwards compatible games do not have snapshots on them though. They just have the milestones for completing gamer score in the game. So these are just little challenges to do in them. These are the 5 challenges in RC Pro-Am, and I'm going to go ahead and do one of them right now. I'll do this score 2,500 points in 60 seconds challenge. And you can see that it brings up this kind of like saved game for you to play. And it has the timer on the side, and you just need to complete the objective during that time period. For RC Pro-Am, this was one of my favorite games for the NES. One thing that people who have played the game before might remember is that in the game you picked up letters on the track to spell out Nintendo in it. And that obviously has changed. Instead of Nintendo, you are now spelling the word champion. So let me try to concentrate and hit this this requirement here. I have 15 seconds left. I should be able to hit it in time. And you do earn achievements for completing snapshots, for completing your first one, and for completing all of them for the game. And I have completed it at this point, so I should earn an achievement for completing my first snapshot for RC Pro-Am. And I also got the stamp for it, which I believe you need to collect all the stamps in the game for another achievement, and those continue to unlock more videos and bonus content for you in the game. So that's the snapshot mode for the game, but there's also the full game you can play, which I'll go ahead and show you now. And this would be just like the experience that you'd have on the NES playing it. They did add some little cheats for most of these games that make them a little bit easier. For RC Pro-Am, the only cheat you can do is rewind, and I'll show you how that works. It's kind of like as it sounds. You can rewind time, and you can also see this is a saved game, like a save state that you can make in these games. All this stuff makes the games quite a bit easier. So I'll go ahead and show you the rewind right now. You can just rewind time, and it seems most of the games that are running on the Rare Replay collection that are not the Xbox backwards compatible games do support the rewind function, as well as some games do also support other cheats like infinite lives or some other game-specific cheats that you can turn on to make the games significantly easier. And it does seem like you can complete the milestones while using cheats like a rewind. At least it has worked for me so far. So one note on the achievements: I am a big achievement fan. I like getting them. There are 200 achievements in the main game. There are, if you already have the Xbox 360 games completed, they do not have new achievements. The main game has 200 achievements for 4,000 gamer score, and these achievements are tied to getting stuff like stamps and snapshots and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this game here. So there's quite a bit of achievements in this. In total, I think it's about 10,000 gamer score, and then there's 4,000 for these kind of classic games here that are new. But if you have completed the games on the 360 before, you will not be able to do the achievements again. For example, I've completed Viva Pinata on the 360, so I would not be able to get the achievements again for that, even though that was a great game, and I would definitely play it again for the achievements again. So that's kind of the older style games and how they work there, and you do earn quite a few achievements in this game. Like I showed you there, you get one achievement for completing a snapshot. You get another achievement for completing all the snapshots for a game. You get achievements for completing milestones in the game, and you even get an achievement for launching the game for the first time. The first time you play a game, you will get an achievement for it, which just shows like how many achievements you can get out of this game if you do enjoy achievements. So these are, you can see all these games here. There's quite a wide selection of them, but I wanted to, before I end this video, I wanted to kind of show off the backwards compatibility mode. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to show off every game here, but I kind of wanted to show off a selection of them. And I wanted to show off the RC Pro-Am there because it is one of my favorites from the NES era, but I also wanted to show off how backwards compatibility does work with this collection. And this will probably be the first time many people have seen backwards compatibility on the Xbox One, and because it was previously only available to Xbox One preview members. So this is Viva Pinata, the Xbox 360 version of it, running in backwards compatibility mode once I launch it. You can see the milestones for this game are all based on getting gamer score, and that's what all the Xbox 360 games do look at for milestones. So if you've already completed the game, you will unlock content for it already by just completing all the gamer score in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the game, and you'll see how it's going to launch in backwards compatibility mode. So it brings up a new screen here, and eventually it's going to just look like a Xbox 360, exactly how it would look if you turned on your Xbox 360, which is quite cool. And this is the Xbox 360, I guess, emulator running on the Xbox One. And it really is, I really am happy that Microsoft put this feature in. It's a really pro-consumer move. And you can see right here, it's just, this looks like an Xbox 360. It shows my little pop-up there just like an Xbox 360. And this is Viva Pinata. Previously, before I started this video, I uploaded my save to the cloud on the Xbox 360 version. You can do that by going into storage, and then moving your save to the cloud, and then you will be able to access it on your Xbox One, as you'll see here in just a moment. It does have my save game from my Xbox 360. If it's not already in the cloud, if your save is not already in the cloud, you will have to move it there to play your save game on the Xbox One. So you don't have to worry about your Xbox progress on the previous version of it not moving over, because you can move it over for most games on backwards compatibility as long as the game supports cloud saves. So this is my garden here. It's a little bit desolate because I think I was working on achievements, kind of like cleaning up in the game. So there isn't that much to see in my garden. I did enjoy this game quite a bit, and I would recommend Viva Pinata quite a bit to people who have not played it before. Anyway, this is running in the Xbox 360 emulator on the Xbox One for backwards compatible games, and there is one more thing I wanted to show you with that. You can actually bring up the Xbox 360 guide, and the way you do that, I know that some people weren't sure how to do it. You don't do it by hitting your little Xbox button. That will bring up the guide for the Xbox One. The way you do that is you hit your two, well, they're called view and menu now, but they're basically start and select. So you hit start and select and together, and it will bring up the menu, and you can see this is exactly like the Xbox 360 interface, and you can even see achievements, friends online, and it looks exactly like a 360 running on your Xbox One, and it even separates out your Xbox One games as if this were a 360. And you can see that I have already completed this game, so if you have completed some of the backwards compatible games, you will not be able to earn the gamer score again on it, which is a little bit disappointing, but still, you do already unlock all of the stuff in the game by having completed the game before. So this is Rare Replay. It's currently $30. Personally, I think it's a really good value. I bought it immediately because it was, I think it's a really good collection of games that you can play, and there's a lot of gamer score in it, as you can see here. Like, I'm really into gamer score. So I would definitely recommend it to you if you do want to try some of these classic games. The games, some of them haven't aged that well, but it's a really good collection. There's probably going to be at least one game on there you're really going to enjoy. So I would recommend it, and I probably will be making more videos on Rare Replay on my channel if you'd like to subscribe for that, kind of achievement guides and just how-to videos on the games in the coming days. So if you would like to subscribe for that, that would be appreciated. But this is Rare Replay. I'm enjoying it. I'd probably recommend it. It's a good price. And hopefully I'll see you guys later. Thanks.